paritrāṇāya sādhūnāṁ vināṣāya ca duṣkrtāṁ dharma samsthāpanārthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge.
Today we sit with one of the most beloved verses in all of Sanskrit literature, from the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, verse 8. Listen to it first. Paritrāṇāya sādhūnāṁ vināṣāya ca duṣkrtāṁ dharma samsthāpana arthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge. For the protection of the good, for the destruction of evildoers, and to firmly establish dharma, I manifest myself age after age. Let us open the words one by one, because in Sanskrit the roots carry secrets. Paritrāṇāya comes from the root trai, meaning to protect or rescue, with the prefix pari, which means completely, from all sides. So this is not partial protection, it is total rescue, protection that surrounds you. Sādhūnāṁ means of the good ones. And here is something beautiful. The word sādhu comes from the root sādh, which means to go straight toward a goal. A sadhu is not simply a mild or harmless person. A sadhu is someone whose life is aligned, moving straight toward truth. Goodness in this verse is a direction, not a decoration. Then, vināṣāya ca duṣkrtāṁ, and for the destruction of the evildoers. Notice the word duṣkrit, dus meaning wrongly, and krit from the root kri, to do. An evildoer is defined by what he does, not by what he eternally is. The action can end, the person can change. And many great commentators say that what the divine truly destroys is the evil tendency itself, the disease, and not the patient. Then the great compound, dharma samsthāpana arthāya, for the purpose of firmly establishing dharma. Dharma comes from the root dhri, to hold, to support. Dharma is literally that which holds the world together. And samsthāpana means to make something stand firmly again, to refound it, not just to patch it. And finally the verb on which everything rests, sambhavāmi, I come into being, I manifest. Krishna does not say I am born the way ordinary beings are born, pushed into a body by their past karma. He says, I manifest freely, deliberately. And then, yuge yuge, in age after age. The repetition means every single age. Whenever the need arises, the response comes, always. Now, where does this verse live? We are on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna has just asked Krishna a very fair question. You say you taught this wisdom to the sun god at the beginning of time, but you were born recently, so how can that be? And Krishna answers by revealing one of the most important teachings in all of Hindu thought, the doctrine of the avatāra, the divine descent. In the verse just before this one, he says, whenever dharma declines and adharma rises, then I send myself forth. And our verse completes the promise by explaining why. To protect the good, to dissolve the wicked, to re-establish the order that holds everything together. And remember what this means for Arjuna personally. He is standing in the middle of exactly such a collapse of dharma, paralyzed and heartbroken. Krishna is telling him, this moment, your moment, is the kind of moment I enter history for. And I am here in your chariot. Now let us go deeper because this verse has an inner meaning that turns it from cosmology into psychology. The sages read it like this: the sadhus, the good ones, are your own noble tendencies, your patience, your honesty, your courage, your generosity. The dushkrits, the evildoers, are your lower impulses: greed, resentment, laziness, fear. And the decline of dharma is any season of your inner life when clarity fades and compulsion takes over. The battlefield is the human heart, and the promise of Sambhavami, Yuge Yuge, is that whenever your inner world reaches that crisis point, something higher in you descends. A sudden clarity, the voice of conscience, an unexpected strength that reorganizes everything. The divine descent is not only a historical event, it happens in every age and in every honest crisis of every human life. This pattern appears everywhere once you learn to see it. The Buddhists await Maitreya, the future Buddha who comes when the teaching is forgotten. Other traditions await their own restorers. Modern psychology has found the same shape. Carl Jung observed that when the conscious personality is in crisis, a deeper self erupts with corrective force. Researchers who study growth after trauma find that people often rebuild at a higher level after a breakdown, the old order collapsing so a truer one can stand. Even your own body preaches this verse daily. Your immune system protects the healthy cells, destroys the invaders, and re-establishes balance. Protection, destruction, restoration. The same threefold mission running in your bloodstream right now. So how do we live this? Let me leave you with 3 questions to carry. First, where is dharma declining in my own inner kingdom right now? Which good quality in me needs protection, and which harmful habit has grown bold because I have not confronted it? Second, when my life has broken down before, what descended? Can I remember the moment something wiser than my panicking mind took over? Third, in the crises around me, in my family, my work, my society, am I waiting for the rescuer, or am I willing to be the instrument the rescue works through? Because notice, Krishna does not tell Arjuna to sit back and watch. He recruits him. And here is a simple practice. Tonight and every night, take 5 minutes and ask 3 questions drawn straight from the verse. 1. What good did I protect today? 2. What harmful pattern did I weaken today, not with self-hatred, but the way a gardener calmly pulls a weed? 3. What did I leave on a firmer footing than I found it? Then close by silently repeating Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Let it remind you that whenever you notice decline and turn toward correction, that very turning is the descent. The restoration of dharma is a standing law of this universe. And when you see something good failing within your reach, hear it not as a reason to despair, but as your cue to enter. Om Tat Sat.
paritrāṇāya sādhūnāṁ vināṣāya ca duṣkrtāṁ dharma samsthāpanārthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge